All right. Welcome to round one of the finals for Player of the Year, POTY as we call it, 2025. I'm going to be watching Lotte. I'll be watching Nick L. Alafos's point of view, and Aaron is with me. They haven't challenged each other yet. So, Aaron, what do you expect from Nick L's
I
deck?
expect some top tier gameplay here. Obviously, they're both high level players. We watched Lotte's draft. He's got a black red deck against Nick's. I think what we saw was
I actually
I'm
have
trying to remember.
I have his
Yeah,
draft. I know
was he
you don't.
right?
He says black white with rares would be Halia. Oh, it's the life gain deck. Halia and Aerith. So life gain might be an issue for Lotte if she's trying to beat down. You could just tell us what Lotte's looking at for starting hand.
She's got one of the strongest cards probably in the pool with the Seer Slicer Goblin. She's also got a Worthy Cost, Orbital Plunge, Nightblade Brigade, and the Gilded Goda that just came down.
And we see this Gastel Thrillseeker. Of course, it gets a Death Touch and Haste when speed is 4, which it almost is. Graph Pack Monoist might enable that next turn. There's also Sunblessed Healer, Make Your Move, Healer's Hawk, and Helpful Hunter, which is 4 white cards. And no white mana. Sunblessed Healer is a 2-drop. I forget what it does.
Interesting. So Nick went for the red splash, I'm assuming.
Um,
Mostly black
yeah, it's
white.
the picks we. Yeah, it looks like it's just a splash. There's not much red in the pool at all. It just kind of looks like he's playing red black because of the 2-drop he played on against our red black player.
Okay, so I think Lotte is considering, is it worth trading here just to get the Seer Slicer Goblin down and have him make a 1/1? Other option would be just to play a Nightblade Brigade as a 3-drop Surveil 1. It's got the Worthy Cost as well, so probably going to fire that off at some point. But yeah, a couple options here. Worthy Cost does exile, so it would prevent the death trigger from the Monoist, but nothing great to sack as of
Not bad.
yet.
From Lust's point of view, Nick has got a great start, but actually no castable cards. She doesn't know that though. The Sunblessed Healer I looked up is 3/1 lifelink. If you kick it for 2 extra mana, you bring back a small creature to the battlefield from the graveyard.
I feel like I would probably just play the Nightblade Brigade here, just get a 3-drop down. Looks like that's what she's going to do.
Not bad.
Surveil is a Hectize here. Deciding whether or not that's something that is worth keeping. Looks like it is. Interesting, so still attacking in here. I feel like that's a little surprising to me with the Worthy Cost in hand, but...
One of the treasure, I suppose. And Worthy Cost can even technically sack treasure. So Halia, great card in general for the deck, but the 5th uncastable card here is the red is not a main color, as I said.
Yeah, so I assume this is just going to be swing in, play this Goblin, and probably Hectize as well.
Nick's not too worried about that, as can't cast anything.
He's going to see this resolve immediately, and I'm sure just play the Goblin here. Oh, nope, never mind. Well, I guess he still could play the Goblin.
There's the removal.
Yeah, so obviously seeing the white in his deck by that discard, so knows that perhaps he might be struggling with colors here.
Exactly. Got a bunch of small creatures on the field now, but they're multiplying. Oh, what a top deck! Planes.
Planes?
Not nice. Even kidding. Sunblessed Healer. What is the kick on that? Let me check. It is 1 and a white. So Sunblessed Healer could, if he had access to 2 white, could have brought Healer's Hawk back onto the field. But Although castable, she can't kick it. He can't kick it. I'm watching Nick now.
Pretty good draw here. He's got a Vampire Gourmand, which can start drawing cards next turn.
I've got to say, though, the top deck was Ultima, which is 2 white mana. So as wide as Lotte gets, it might all disappear if a second white source is drawn. Goes for the double block.
Yeah. Lotte was deciding whether or not it's worth it to spend the orbital plunge on the 2/2, but ends up holding off.
This is a big draw. If it's a white mana, Ultima wipes the board. Nope. Friendly Ghost. Which is a flyer that gives 2/4.
Nick's at 18 life, so I think he's definitely it. It seems like if he can eventually hit a plains, once that does, the Ultima hits the board, it might be difficult for Lotte to come back. But we'll see. He will be able to start drawing cards with the Gourmand, so.
Yeah, it's quite important when you're facing. She doesn't know she's facing Sweeper, but it's important to have like cards to refill if you get Sweepered.
Yeah, and able to do this just every turn, just recycle the 1/1 using the Seer Slicer Goblin.
What synergy? Attacking, get the creature, sack the creature. Out of set synergy too. I mean, Vampire Gourmand was in like a Midnight Hunt or something, but it's a Foundations pickup here. Opting to get in for what, 7?
It'll be 6 if she sacks, which she does.
Yeah, true.
And drew a mountain, so she. Oh no, she already played a land for turn.
Not what Nick wanted to see. He got a black instead of a white, but he gains life slowly. It's
2 mountains and an ore plate pangolin in the hand for Lotte. Probably just a swing with the Gourmand here.
A white source, although you don't want to Ultima your Halia away. A white source does mean Sunblessed Healer can be kicked, bring a lifelink onto the field, trigger Halia a couple times. So in that situation with Sweeper in hand, and you don't want to really commit to the board first.
Yep. Desperate measures drawn for a turn, or drawn off of the Gourmand. So I believe that gives something -1/-1. If you control it, you draw 2 cards, or +1/-1, sorry. And if it's something that you control dies, you draw 2. Just looks like just gonna fire it off here, draw some more cards.
Okay. Skull Clamp.
Yeah, one single time use Skull Clamp. Fear of Burning Alive drawn, and then also a swamp. It's got 3 of 4 currently, so not quite at Delirium.
3 of 4. Ooh.
Looks like it's instant.
He is desperate to find Ultima here. Gets rid of Gallant Strike, looking for white source. Cat Collector. More life gain with a food token. Halia with food token, okay.
Yeah.
But now when you got this going on, how can you Ultima? What a conundrum.
That is 3 cards. That's an interesting little synergy there. Cat Collector by itself. When it enters, you gain life, so you make a 1/1, and you get the food. So that's 3 triggers. So draw a card off of Halia.
Yeah, that was drawn off the cycle of Gallant Strike. Doing it with 1 white mana here.
Yeah. Not a plains, but it's still an extremely good draw.
Now, Halia can guarantee trigger if it survives with the food sack.
Yep. Interesting draw here. The Coral Sword. So it's +1 at +0 first strike at flash speed. It's also an artifact. It'll trigger the Pangolin to make it a 3/3 if you pay 1. So
How much is nickeling to block then?
Yeah, interesting attack step here.
With all this life gain, you can be a bit more lenient with how much damage he's willing to take. These are not big creatures by any stretch, and the other card in the hand I didn't mention for a while was Make Your Move, so that's big creature removal. So she's thinking of like what to attack with and flashing in considerations and pangolin considerations, I guess.
Yep. So that's 2 lands, Fear Burn.
And the Coral Sword. Now, is there a card type in Graveyard that... I mean, I see a sorcery there. There's probably a creature.
So if an artifact makes it in there, then the Fear of Burning Life would turn on.
And that means you could point the 4 damage anywhere? Is that how it works?
I believe so.
Actually, I could look it up right now. Have her list. Amount of damage to target creature. No, you can point it to a creature. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you can point it to a creature. So it does 4 damage to face, and then it would do 4 damage to a creature if Delirium's
okay, so it's whenever it says it passive ability that whenever you deal damage to or non-combat damage to a player, you can instead, or you can also deal it to a creature.
Yeah, that much damage. So it helps itself one time. Yeah, it's a passive ability. You forget about that when you play. You just think of it as a Chupacabra. Taking a long time to think about it.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So you can save something with the Coral Sword. So I imagine Gourmand and Pangolin are probably coming in. Don't know if you can attack with anything else safely.
Heck dies to bait out some block that won't work well for Nick, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Interesting.
So flashing an artifact.
Very quick block here.
He's like, you're not flashing an artifact. There's Ultima, but yeah, having to get rid of...
Curious if you just let that... So what she also could have done is let it resolve, let the Pangolin die, which would have given her Delirium, and then played the Fear of Burning Alive, killed Halia here. No, she doesn't get Delirium. She's probably just playing Nightblade Brigade here.
Delirium is nice, but it's probably going to be turned on a later turn if Pangolin does not.
Right, but like the Halia is going to get so much card advantage now with the food.
Well, as far as he knows, it will. He's still looking for another white to kick Sunblast Healer, which would make that way easier even with lifelink and there's lifelink in the graveyard. She has a lot of removal though. We do remember that. So Halia generally shouldn't last that long. Of course, he doesn't know Lotte's deck. What's the surveil?
It is a Monk's Fist. Not doing a whole lot.
It's an artifact.
It's just more bodies.
No, but that's an artifact, and we're surveilling it.
Oh yeah, she can surveil it to get Delirium.
Let's
That's
see
true.
if she sees that. Wow, kept it, huh? I mean, it's I mean, with all this life gain, it's hard to be like, yeah, I'm putting on pressing the pedal to the metal with damage. It's a bit of a risky thing.
So what is the creature that is in the graveyard? I'm trying to remember. I think I was still kind of guessing on that. I'm trying to remember.
She sacked something.
Because I know it's instant sorcery.
She sacked something to. Oh no, she sacked something with the Vengeance, Final Vengeance, or whatever early. Was that a token? Okay, look at her deck. So he got a Marsh Flats, which is a white source that hurts himself. He didn't. He was like covering it in such a way that he didn't seem happy about it, but it's a white source. It was Gilded Goda, wasn't it?
Yes,
Because that's not here
I think
anymore,
so.
and there's no exile.
That's right. Yeah. It's interesting that she kept the Monk's Fist.
Just figure if this pangolin doesn't die, that's good. If it dies, that's good. Maybe that's what she's looking at. Oh, okay. So, okay, I think he was just deliberating this Ultima decision, looking through his whole deck to remind himself, because this could be an Ultima turn. But then you're getting rid of your OP combo here. But guess what? Sunblessed Healer brings back.
Yeah, he's still got a couple good follow-ups, right? Or yeah, Sunblast Healer at least.
Brings back.
Did it still just get back Healer Sock?
I mean, no, it would bring back.
Oh,
Halia.
the cat.
Isn't how? Wait, it's 2 or less, not 3 or less.
Yeah, 2 or less.
Baited me. All right. I mean, there's stuff to get. It's 3 cards versus 3, but one of yours is a Sunblessed Healer. That could have.
Delirium is on.
The game played out like
Obviously.
that because second white wasn't drawn until this turn, so. Lotte lost a lot of stuff there.
Yeah. So the question is, do you play the Fear of Burning Alive just to ping for 4 and threaten? But she looks like she's going to hold on to it, which I think you kind of have to, given that Nick's got 4 cards in hand.
The only non-land in hand is Make Your Move, which kills a. Is it power or toughness 4?
Toughness, I want to say.
I'll check it up.
But either way, you can hit this Fear of Burning Alive that's coming down now.
No, it's artifact, enchantment, or creature with power.
Power, got it.
I thought it makes a difference here. That's even an enchantment. It could have killed that for that reason.
Oh, that's interesting. So you killed in response, so it doesn't even get the triggered ability, so you don't even kill a creature.
Yeah, we were discussing exactly that, how it's a static ability. Oh, top deck here is big. Ultima doing work. Lotte thought she kind of had the game, but Ultima's a sweeper, and we're playing limited.
Yeah, you can sack the Foul Roads here. I think that just makes a 1/1, but not looking great. So 2 mountains in hand.
Blazemire Verge is a dual color land. Does it do something else? I don't remember. No, it's just a land.
But yeah, I'm not sure if it would have made a difference, but I mean, I have to go back to the turn where he flashed in the Coral Sword and could have just let the pangolin die and played Fear of Burning Alive.
The sweeper.
Kalia. I don't think it
No,
would
the
have.
sweeper was still coming out because the marsh flats for the double.
Was it the next turn?
Was it? I can't remember.
Or was
now.
there a turn in between?
Siphon fuel off the top. She can sack itself to not let him gain 2 life?
I think it's another.
Okay. So what was the stop?
I don't think Armament can sack itself.
So what was the stop?
Vein's Treachery in hand.
I see. Yeah, getting Nick's deck here low not necessarily mean winning because he has so much life gain.
Yeah.
White Aura Sight. Not your typical target, I guess, but there's the Helpful Hunter getting in now.
Down to 3.
Yeah, it's 3 lands in hand, so Nick's got nothing else.
Oh, worthy cost. That is not what you want to see.
The bright side for her is 3 turns left, even though you're at 3 health.
I mean, you got the Vein's Treachery in hand, so it can kill this Helpful Hunter before he die to
I
one
would.
mana pinks, but
I would.
obviously would like to hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's Primate seems very, very good in the deck. Only a 2/2 at the moment, but might have to go ahead and do this, yep.
Another land.
There's no way a cat's just gonna take this home. With an instant removal, Sephiroth's Intervention, it's not gonna be good enough to put a blocker.
Yeah, it's got a carry cover on here,
So this,
but probably gonna get it's gonna get killed unless she uses the worthy cost now. But that would be probably not beneficial. No.
after all this time, the
Just thinking about it.
the board is a 2/1 versus a 1/1.
Yeah.
It's the only way she survives. She doesn't know it though. Oh, but he didn't pull the trick. Oh, okay, never mind. It's just Engine Rat. No way you're beating that.
Oh, that works too.
I was gonna say he didn't pull the trigger and spend the 4 mana killing the 2/1. He wanted to see the draw step first, which is the right play with that much mana, I think. Alright,
Yep.
sideboarding. He's looking through the sideboard here. I'll see if he clicks anything. It's quite hard to see often. What could we say about Lotte's sideboard? We saw the draft.
So yeah, looks like mostly what we saw hasn't changed anything yet. Oh wait, this is a 61 card deck. I didn't see her take any or add anything.
He added. Oh, I looked away. Of course, I missed it. He added a weapons vendor, which just draws a card. Has equipment synergy, and the weapons vendor's out, so no changes yet.
Fake Your Own Death was added.
I don't think this has changed, but Shuko's in the main board. The white, blue, and red. The red is a bit of a splash. The white is there, but the blue.
It was in the starting deck.
Yeah, I believe so. It's definitely in now post board.
Dang.
I might be wrong about the main board, but I
So
I
the
support
white
it.
and the blue is on the splash.
I support
Or sorry, red and the blue.
red and blue is on the splash. It's a white black deck.
Interesting. Taking out worthy cost.
He doesn't have like the biggest creatures, but he does have things that have to go. She has a lot of removal, so if you just murder.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the Sunblessed Healer recursion though. I feel like the exile is kind of nice, but
Oh yeah,
also not a lot of big stuff to hit that she saw.
that's true. On only one game in, and she got that cool synergy of the Gourmand and Slicer Goblin.
Yep. Yeah, again, I assume she's thinking like worthy cost. He had a lot of value creatures like the Helia and the Cat Collector that come down and already do stuff. The Helpful Hunter as well.
Just a whole bunch of small creatures in this deck, like sacrificable small creatures. This one's got all the life gain synergies.
Cracked Skull coming in. There's some hand disruption, potentially.
She's taking a long think. So the other games going on, I don't think anyone's ended, but I am curious to see who's going to make it to the finals for POTY 2025.
Oh yeah.
Game 2 starting. What a nice looking hand here for Nick. And it's kind of alright, it's just a great turn one. He's looking at a Healer's Hawk, Knight's Luminary, Vanguard's Seraph, and Ride's End with 3 lands. So Healer's Hawk on 1. It's the bane of anyone who played against Boros in Guilds of Ravnica, which is around the first sets that I played. And I see at least 1 mulligan for Lotte.
Yeah, it was 2 mulligans. First hand was 5 lands and a spin out and a red card that I didn't quite catch. Second, or the multi 6 was 1 black land, and yeah. This hand looks obviously a lot better. Had the bottom 2 lands though. So it's currently, in addition to the Goda that you just saw, it's got Comeback Wrong, Nightblade Brigade, and Dragon Trainer. So it needs to find a 3rd land.
Goda kind of acts like that sometimes. It's going to be a nice curve out because Embalmed Ascendant, which starts engines and I think spits out zombies or something, is in hand for turn 3.
Yeah, did not hit the land here, so this could be a rough start.
The curve out doesn't end though. Even it's not even like Night Luminary. There's a Vanguard Seraph. It's not looking good for Lotte.
Yeah, it does find the 3rd land. So either Comeback Wrong, Night Brigade, or Cracked Skull. Probably Comeback Wrong is interesting on the Ascendant because it'll make a 2/2. So I'm thinking that might have to be what the play is here.
Well, targeting the Healer's Hawk doesn't feel too great, so maybe. You can make a treasure, right, with a zombie if you do
that? Yeah, I mean, you'd probably saddle with the Ascendant, right? Saddle 1.
Is it saddle 1 or 2? Why don't I know that? No, but it makes a zombie. It makes a zombie regardless. I'll check.
Right, but the Ascendant's going to go away at the end of turn, so ideally...
Oh, it's saddle 1. Yeah, it's saddle 1.
Yeah, so do this. Probably still saddle the Ascendant. Leave the 2/2 to block. Make a treasure.
I mean, that gets damage out of the way from Lotte's point of view, so it's nice and worth. Funny, Ultima was drawn, so that's a get out of jail free card if something goes wrong. So we have to track engines.
Still a lot of catching up that Lotte needs to do.
She has that suite of removal, so...
Resurrected Cultist round for turn. So the 3 options here are Nightblade Brigade, Cracked Skull, or the 4/1.
Cracked Skull's gonna reveal Ultima and Ride's End. And a swamp. If Vanguard could be dealt with soon, the clock is not too quick, so that's what Lotte's gonna have to hope for.
Yeah, probably Nightblade Brigade is going to be the best option. Gets you closer to finding something.
This is a high stakes tournament. As high as it gets, so she's thinking about it, no problem with that.
Either that or the Cracked Skull on the Seraph. That seems like that won't reveal a whole lot of interest.
So when it takes any damage, it gets destroyed. I don't know if oh, you know what she has to do that? Is the 1 mana 1/1 from Aether Drift, the pilot. That's pretty cool. If it dies, it can ping something. Ping that off now. She has 2 of those in her deck, I remember.
I'm trying to remember if I think those are in the main deck based on what I saw on the sideboard.
Actually, she sent me her final list, but we don't know if what she sideboarded in and out, so... Yeah, it's thinking about Dynamite Diver, but it's actually not in her final list. Possible she brought it in though. Very possible.
It was not sideboarded in.
Oh, it
Okay,
was.
I know
It
that
was.
much.
Oh, sorry. So it doesn't look like they're there. But it's Cracked Skull synergy.
I was thinking maybe I missed it if it was already in there, but it definitely was not either added or removed.
So the card on top right now is Siphon Fuel or removal. Not good news for Lotte.
Yeah, still looking for another land. He's got 2 5-drops now, Dragon Trainer and the Void Forged Titan.
Yeah, coming out with Luminary. Surveilling again. It's a white Auracite. Or removal. It's basically with Ultima and a removal in hand, keeps the other removal.
Yeah, not a useful draw there, most valuable Slayer. Yeah, basically one more turn to draw removal here, pretty much.
Triggers life gain. Triggers surveil. Keep on top. Might be the last turn here for Lotte in the tournament.
Yeah, even if she does get removal, it's too much damage. Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay, so I guess Nick L's winning streak of 7-0 in the semifinals continues to 8. Maybe he ended round 1 with a win. Maybe it's more than 8. But USA gets a competitor in the semifinals for POTY 2025, and we'll be back for round 2 soon.